Hey. What's up, BitConnect? Dead meme. Still a good meme. Let's see if this works. Intermission. Hey, what's up, lads? What's up? Today is gonna be a banger. That's a promise. That's a promise to you guys. Let's see if I can get my music on. Yeah, I want some music in the background. What's up? Can you hear me? How's the sound? How's the music? Is the music too loud? Is it too low? It's the vlog week. Hey. I promise today is gonna be banger. So apologize for last Sunday not being able to stream. I think I called it a bachelor party, but I believe it's called a stag party. Does that make sense? A stag party? Let me Google that. Stag party. Bachelor party, yeah. Stag weekend or stag party or a bucks night. So I basically woke up. I got woken up 4 a.m. in the morning. 10 of my friends in my bedroom. Yeah, the music is pretty low. I can turn it up a bit, but it's only meant to be like a background noise. I can make it like this. This better. 10 of my best friends suddenly in my bedroom, and they gave me this fake Gucci suit, which I had to wear the entire weekend, and put me in a car, put me on a plane. I had no idea where we were going up until we boarded the gate. And then they flew me out to Poland for a weekend of partying. And a lot went down in Poland, a lot of fun stuff. I think the most memorable stuff was on Sunday. I didn't know where I was going. They took me in a bus out to a field, like a big green field with a bunch of dogs. And I was like, what the F am I doing here? What am I gonna do in this field? And then this car showed up with two, like, I wanna say bulldogs, but not bulldogs. What's terriers? Like attack dogs, whatever. 2 attack dogs. And they gave me one of those thick suits, those that they train with, right? That you get on, like big heavy suits. And then they just told me to run, and I had to run 10 minutes, like a couple of laps, and get bitten, attacked by attack dogs, while all my friends stood and took pictures. Which I probably actually should have a video of. I should probably post that or share that. It was fun though. I'm not afraid of dogs, so it wasn't a big deal. I was pretty intoxicated, so, but it was fun though. I know how it is to get chased by attack dogs, so it was very tiring. The suit was extremely heavy and it was extremely warm. Even though it wasn't that warm outside, the suit made it extremely warm, but it was fun stuff. And then we flew back, and it's incredible how, like, money wise, that sounds like a very expensive trip, but considering how much cheaper everything is in Poland, like all the activities, all the food, all the drinks, it's just so much cheaper in Poland, comparatively speaking, to Norway. Like if we went to the capital in Norway for one night, that would probably be more expensive than flying 10 people out to Poland and being there for one weekend or one night. So it was fun though, great stuff, awesome stuff. What up? First time in the chat, welcome. So there will be a YouTube video out this week as well, part 2 of how to attack Office 365 using team filtration. I posted part 1, not last week, but the week before. Check that out. So the intention behind that video series is to get everybody up and running on how to use team filtration, so you could use it against your own organization or other, certain organization that you're allowed to attack and perform attacks against. So make sure everybody got their conditional access policy configured correctly, and show the impact of a single account breach and how much data you can get away with. So check out YouTube this coming week. I'm probably going to release that video on Wednesday. I'm thinking Wednesday for the release of that video, but should be good. Hey, what's up? Oh, I got the sound, but I don't have the thingy. Okay, intermission, no. Okay, thank you whoever followed. Thanks. Witch Doctor 836, thanks for follow. Let's go. Okay, so this stream is going to be revisiting Havoc C2, as well as taking a look at a sponsored tool by Secure This Shit called oh wow, I'm already forgetting the name. It's like NimSyscallPacker. Yeah, so it's basically a wrapper executable packer in Nim that he has written that allows you to wrap in shellcode, DLLs, PE, also PE files, pull-up executable files into other types, so you can bypass bypass some antivirus and EDR solutions. Is the Name Plan stream going to end up on YouTube? Yes, every stream is ending up on YouTube, so I'm automatically streaming to both Twitch and YouTube, so it's all going to be saved there for later archiving. So check that out if you have. What's up? So let's see if the stream still works. Oh wow, it works. Okay, so let me move that chat a bit up so you can see. Cool. So the last time we took a look at Havoc was pretty much a year ago. So the 17th of April 2022, I got C4 Spider, C5 Spider. Oh my god, I did that the exact same thing last stream, messing up the C5, C4, and C5 Spider. C4 just, I don't know. Obviously the lead speak justifies the C5, but the C5 Spider and I got on and we took a look at his project, and at that time it was unreleased. It was completely unreleased, so we sort of got a behind the curtains peek at his upcoming CETA framework, and then he released it, I don't think like far off after the stream, and it definitely got some attention, both in terms of, you know, how amazingly good it looked and felt for being the first time releasing something like that, and his age. I think he was 17. I think he just recently turned 18 after releasing the CETA framework, and also it was quite fascinating following the adoption. Why I can't speak. Following the adoption rate for threat actors also adopting this free CETA framework. Yes, I am going to the con, which I'm now X33 FCon, BeefCon. I want to say BeefCon. Yes, I'm going to Poland in end of May. Really happy about that. Thank you so much for the follow again. Need more NRG. Yeah, so if you're going to that conference, hit me up. I'll be happy to meet you all. It'll be fun. I'm teaming up with Cosman Claude and a bunch of other guys. Hope to see you there as well. It's gonna be fun. Really looking forward to that. So yeah, so Havoc. Let's take a look. So I think the most impressive. Obviously, I can't say it's the most impressive portion of Havoc, but being like a student and not a fully educated graphical user, like user experience designer or whatever, being able to put together this amazing graphical user interface is astonishing. Like, look at this. This looks amazing. Yeah, sure, heavily inspired by Cobalt Strike and every other C2 on the planet, but still, just looks amazing. Like 10 out of 10 dark mode. So I think I gave the exact same credit in the last year's stream. It just looks amazing. Makes you want to use it. But then we're gonna do some testing today and see if it is as amazing as it looks. And I think we should just get into the OC debate straight away. I mean, yes, this open source toolkit, open source CETA framework is being heavily abused by threat actors. Is it a bad thing? Yeah, of course. In the short run, it's a bad thing. We don't want to arm bad people. But in the long run, we are essentially providing the indicators of compromise to the people performing real life attacks out there. And it does give us a much solid and I would say more accurate baseline for what detection needs to be. So knowing that, I'm just going to pull the number out of my ass, knowing that 90% of threat actors still use PowerShell, Empower, Cobalt Strike, and Havoc, and then like a couple of other CTs. There's probably like a statistic on this. Wait, I saw a statistic on this. Hold on, pause. I saw somebody post a statistic on this, what they use, and it was rather fresh. Give me a second here. Just need to find the thingy. Let's see who posted this. I think somebody posted this. Let's see. Resources. Nope. War stories, threat intel, war stories. Thank you so much for the follow, whoever that was. I'll get right back to you. Where is it? Come on, I saw this morning. I'll find it. Give me a second. It was like, there we go, found it. It was a tweet. It was a tweet to Reno. Let's see. Happy Friday, here is the OST snapshot for April. Wiper C2, what the fuck is that? Maybe I need to check that out then. This is the tweet I'm referring to. Also, we added an implant. Okay, this is cool. I gotta follow this. So where's Havoc? Okay, so it's like, okay, so the everybody using GoFish, everybody using Sliver, Metasploit still up there, then Cobalt Strike still being the biggest one for sure. Yeah, I'll post it in the chat for sure. Maybe this is somebody you would like to follow as well. The professional hater. That's a good question. I mean, I think that was a discussion point a couple of weeks ago. So the question I'm referring to is, why use Havoc versus a custom Metasploit loader? Are the payloads just easier to tweak to bypass AV, or do you think there's more features? So I think the features, that's definitely one. With that said, Metasploit just recently got their own COF implementation, or their own BOF loader, basically allowing you to use a bunch of these modular BOFs that Cobalt Strike first implemented and showcased, and now every single CT out there, including Havoc, has a parser for. But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you still can do with Metasploit. Like if you, I think again, the thing I was referring to a couple of weeks back, people were discussing the point that the fact that if you just disable some of the automatic DLLs loaded when you first get the callback for a interpreter session in Metasploit, you can get around a bunch of indicators of compromise. So I mean, sure, why not? I think it's a good question though, but honestly, if I were to do my own rogue operation, or if I were to start my own pen test house or whatever, I would probably use something like this, or at least something that, yeah, I'd probably use something like this. Interpreter is crazy. I mean, it's at the, like, if you consider how old it is, like how ahead of its curve. And I mean, thinking wow, I can't speak. Thinking back to the internal blue stuff, if I recall correctly, that stuff was made specifically to work with Metasploit. That means that at the time this was leaked, the three-letter agency who got this hacked and leaked used Metasploit as an integration, which probably a lot of good reasons for that. Maybe just trying to, you know, blend indicators of compromise with a bunch of other threat actors as well. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, we're taking a look at Havoc in this. So let's take a look at Havoc. Okay, cool. So we're going to be using Havoc, and then we're going to combining it with this sponsor tool released by Secure This Shit. I highly recommend. So, okay, this is my use case. If I were to start pen testing as my own company today, or if I were to move organizations and I were to be a part of a much smaller penetration testing team where the budget was low, but you still need some basic evasion capabilities, like if you're dealing with Windows Defender on a daily basis, if you're dealing with a bunch of these other AV solutions on a daily basis, I would definitely take a look at the different sponsorer options out there. Sponsorer being you donate or you give a monthly sum to some, I would say creator or coder on GitHub, and you get access to some secret repositories, some secret sauce. And in this case, if you choose to go with Secure This Shit, you'll get access to this pretty cool packer called NimSyscallPacker, which is a NIM packer that allows you to wrap binary shellcode, DLLs, P executables, and stuff like that in the typical packer. I don't want to say crypter, that's really, but packer sense, and allows you to gain some basic evasion capabilities. Like if you were to donate to Secure This Shit every month and then use an open source framework like Havoc or Sliver, I mean, you could compete with some of the basic, you have a pretty decent and basic evasion capability set already. Like the baseline you gave yourself just by doing that is pretty decent. And you don't get a black box. Like if you purchase closed source or protected code, whatever Packer solutions, you have no idea what initially is happening behind the scenes. But with this, you can go into the code, you can modify it, you can make it your own, but you can also tell the client more specific, like, hey, this is how we got around this. We used indirect syscalls, yada, 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 etc. Yep, gotta increase that font size immediately. Good call. Hey, welcome to chat. Key set S 2020. Hope you enjoy my content. Okay, so let's set up Havoc. Havoc? I'm just gonna say Havoc. So last time around, again, it was unreleased, so the documentation wasn't there so it wasn't documented. But now we have a great MD page documentation telling me that I need to install all the ccompile dependencies. Let's start off by doing that. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate you dropping on the live stream then. KCS. Yes, KCS. Appreciate that. So again, I keep saying this, but last time when this was unreleased, we didn't have an issue playing around with it in the lab because Defender didn't have signatures for it yet. But now that we have seen some malicious adoption rate and probably legitimate adoption rate for this tool, we're going to need to pack it. And I already prepare a command that I think I'm going to do just fine against Basic Defender on my VM lab. So the test for today is going to be much like the last time. We're going to set up the team server, we're going to connect to the client, we're going to generate some payloads, we're going to pack those payloads, and I'm going to deploy them in my Hyper-V lab environment, which is a closed loop Windows AD environment with an SCCM server, a CA, a client, and a DC. And then we're just going to play around with some of the feature sets. Oh. I think I'm going to be honest and have to ask about that shortening though. I'm guessing reflective loader, but UD. I'm gonna feel dumb when you explain this short phrase. I don't know about that. Used to define reflective loader. Cool. I am. Anybody else having issues with the stream? I just recently changed my settings. I'm streaming at like an insanely high, or not insanely high, but I adjusted the bitrate a bit up and changed the encoding to NVIDIA encoder in order to try to make the stream a bit more crisp. Anybody else having issues, let me know. It's smooth and quick. Might look at that. I'm not sure I'm gonna dive into that now. I might want to do some preparation for that, so it at least looks like it. No, so it at least looks like I know what I'm doing. Why can't I speak today? I think I hadn't eaten in a while. Oh, sexy! Oh, thank you so much, Mr. JP. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh god, Goldie, Earsy Goldie. That's my attempt. I gave it a shot. Okay, so we installed all the jazzy dependencies. Now it's going to tell us that we need Python 3.10, which I do think we indeed have. We have 11, so I'm guessing that's going to do just fine. Let's make sure we have the dependency package, the development package for it. Probably gonna need that. I'm guessing 3.10, 3.11 both are gonna be fine. libpython 3.11. I will see if that comes up as an issue or not. And then we need to build the client. So let's just git clone down the repository. And then just make client build and have a client. So cd into that. It's already hot in here. Jesus, my PC is like making this room hot. Interesting. Pro tips. Bad code, lots of warnings. Warnings means you're doing something right. That's what I take from it, right? That's correct, right? I think so, yeah. Don't I need the Go dependencies? for the team server first before I can do make on that. I'm just gonna follow the documentation though. Yeah, I do work with Alvar. Alvar is amazing. He is the Active Directory guru for sure. Wow. I'll give make a try then. Thank you so much for the follow, Roman and Purinth. C5 spider right now. New interpreter session inbound. Me running on unknown bash scripts. Nah, not good. Not good. Bad OPSEC. That would be funny though. I wonder how many threat actors you could fuck around with if you were to install some sort of backdoor way into the C++ code of the Havoc client. Not saying you should. No, don't do that. Probably gonna fuck your reputation really bad. But just saying you could probably snatch a couple of bad people. I guess that goes for any open source offensive security tool out there. Like, I thought about it. Don't fuck my rep as long as the tiers are getting fucked too. You just merged 100 commits, probably has a backdoor there already, yeah. I need to burn this VM afterwards for sure. So let's just fire up the team server then. So server and then a profile, and then there's a default Havoc profile, and then the verbose and the debug. I'm guessing these profiles are going to be somewhat similar to malware profiles. Yeah, so you have the team server information, the communication port, the compiler information, the operator information. So you have a user Neo, and then they have a C5 spider. This is optional. If you don't use it, you can remove it. Then the daemon information, which is your basic injection, default injection targets, spawn targets, trusting forwarders, probably needed for redirectors, and then sleep and jitter. I don't think this has changed much since the initial demonstration, right? Okay, so this is comparing these. This is one without the listener defined, right? So this allows us to set up our own listener, and that this is probably used just to get both HTTP and SMB listener going up quick, and it defines URIs, headers, and responses, which is fairly similar to the malware profile. I'm guessing somebody already at some point probably made a porter between malware profiles and this. Looks the same. Looks really. It isn't the same format because this is an actual format. The malware profile stuff is a pain, but same. So let's actually let's be lazy and just use this. Why not? Me see no issue with this. So my current IP address is going to be 137.133. Yotel is a fork of the HCL language. Is that something specifically made to be easily interpreted in Go and C++, or is it just, you know, I hate YAML or I don't like JSON, or like, I'm guessing there's a very specific reason why I ended up using a fork of an HCL language, of the HCL language. Yeah, that's just, maybe we'll leave this in. I mean, why not? Is Havoc Framework 3? I'm wondering, somebody go on Shodan and just see if people use this without actually looking, like with their eyes closed. Somebody did. Yeah, it's a configuration language written in Go. I like the syntax and I forked it with some custom mods. Cool. Cool. 100% some threat actor out there running with this header exposed. Doesn't necessarily to be a threat actor. It could be somebody playing around, but like, sure. Host bind, sure, we need to change this to be the same, 137.133. So you get multiple hosts, round robin, port bind, port connection, hopefully that's fine. And then kill date, again, we talked about it in the NIM plant. Kill date is a great operational security consideration to have. When deploying stuff in client environments, you want to make sure stuff is dead when you leave. If you fuck up cleanup, then, oh, did you find the link? You couldn't post it? Okay, can you like, oh, can you, are you on my Discord? The one Favas? I'm guessing you tried to post the link. Go on my Discord and send it to me instead. See if that works. Or post it in the general. No worries. I want to see how many still doing that. That's dumb. Funny cat GIF test a little over. Cool. I think we're just gonna leave this. You all get the point about my OPSEC, or about my OPSEC. You all get the point about the kill date. Good to have. You never want to leave stuff. You don't want to leave stuff in the client environment at all, but you definitely don't want to leave stuff running. Oh, I should have a dash Discord. I'm so bad. Give me a second. I can give you a link. Oh, streamer life is hard. Oh. Let's do I think. Let's see, try this. Somebody should connect to that port with the default creds and see what's happening. Okay, cool. So now we could just run. I'm gonna cheat and look at the help thing again. I'm just gonna copy this because I'm a lazy. Okay, I'm not gonna copy that because it's actually not that much. So Zuvik, Havoc. Ooh. Oh, gotta go back. Sudo Havoc server. Then it was -- profile. Profiles, and then have no, the HTTP SMB one. And then verbose, we don't need debug, that's fine. We got listening, so we got the both listeners started without an error, so that's nice. Found an existing database. Did we forget to nuke the old one, or is it supposed to have that? Cool. And then we'll move back into the Havoc, and then I'm guessing Havoc client? Yes. Oh, what was the config again? Yeah, so it's just gonna be Neo Spider. Name Neo. Host, this is this. Oh, what's the port? Port 4046. Use, oh wow, okay. Okay, I fucked up, probably. Say what it says. Oh, it's actually case sensitive on the username. That makes sense. Thank you so much. And again, sorry, I love this GUI. I'm just amazed. Okay, I'm not gonna throw Cobalt Strike under the bus because you can't. It's still not comparative. Like in, yes, features cool. Yes, looks great. Yes, but like in terms of probably stability and having been through the last 10 years of modern C2 development, this still looks way better. Yeah, you can slap a theme on Cobalt Strike, but can you do this? Can you do this? That's the question. Let's see if somebody posted that link on the Discord. Havoc True, 1 in the US. That's kind of funny. Actually kind of funny. 1 shouldn't hit just with the default response header for the server. Okay, so let's do attack payload. Let's generate the daemon over the HTTP and then arch64. Let's make it shellcode. Sleep, let's do 1. Jitter, let's do 1 because we're lazy. Sleep technique, cool. Oh, let's just make it simple. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, native calls, sure. Guessing these are just direct NT calls because why not? Verfault, sure. It doesn't really matter. I think it's gonna be fine. Thank you so much for the follow, Warthog TK. Don't fade me now. Thank you. Let's just drop that into daemon. Let's just make it like 64. Oh, 64. There we go. So we save that shellcode. Let's open up NimSyscallPacker and then give it a few arguments. Okay, so NimSyscall Loader or NimSyscallPacker, huge shout out to Secure This Shit. This is his sponsor. I'm simply using it because we need basic evasion capabilities. And again, as I said initially, I think if I were working out of a smaller pentest house where we didn't have an amazing research team and we didn't have dedicated budget for toolings and such, just paying this man whatever, I think it's like $15 or something. I think it's max like $15 or $20 a month to get access to something that you can learn from, you can read through, you can modify, and that has basic and decent evasion capabilities is going to up your game significantly instead of having to apply to closed source programs or like I'm specifically thinking about Shelter or something like that. Just being able to use this. And the options I'm using here is that I'm just not going to patch AMSI because it's not relevant when we're doing what we're doing in this case, all native. I'm going to generate the DLL and then give it my custom export function name. I'm going to inject the shellcode using a local create thread NT call. And then I'm doing a basic sandbox evasion or basic, I'm not going to call it keying, but like feature generation saying that this payload is only going to run on machines being domain joined. Again, a big OPSEC tip is to make sure that the payload essentially can't run outside of the target environment. If that means performing what we would call keying to make sure the payload can only run on certain host names or within certain domains or some other crypto correct way to making sure the payload isn't easily executed outside of the target environment, that is good OPSEC, guys. So I'm just doing domain join for now. Let's see if this works out. Again, huge shout out to shit secure or secure this shit on Twitter. Phantom Space Official, hello. I'm 17 years old and I want to know from which stage should I start studying. This space is sponsored by Secure This Shit. Not, but I'm 17 years old and I want to know from which stage should I start studying. Well, I don't think there's any better time to start learning about offensive security than right now. There is literally so much content on YouTube for free, and there is so much to be learned from various free capture the flag platforms. It depends on how you like to learn. I would probably, if I were you, I would probably just sign up for Hack the Box. Try to. I think the initial sign up stage is capture the flag, meaning it's sort of a riddle to get in. But start there and then just Google and ChatGPT everything you don't know what is, and start learning by being practical. I think that's and I'm sure my chat has multiple inputs on that if they be so kind. See where you would like to start. Oh, they don't have the Hack the Box stuff anymore? What? That was the best part. Oh wait, did somebody use the gatekeeping thing? Oh, okay, well, I guess that's better. We want more people in. I'm not trying to defend that, but like still, that was kind of cool, to be honest. Like when you got in and the bar wasn't. Oh, okay, sure, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to copy this DLL and let's see if Windows 11 captures this or not. I think we should be fine. I'm doing this off screen, just deploying it in my Hyper-V lab. Let's see, we're good. Scan time at least. Let's see if we get a callback. Hello. This is where I should be like, we should probably generate a daemon just to check that it works at all. And I know if the packer broke it, at least. We're off to a great start, guys. No protection history, so I'm guessing it ran. Maybe my big house. There's a video I really liked from CT, CTS called "The Most Important Advice for Young Hackers on YouTube." Okay, I'll give it a whirl first before then to make sure. So apparently there's this really good video that M2RC recommends called the most important advice for young hackers. That's probably a good start. Yes, we could do that as well. I could just forget about the local thread stuff. This should be as plain as possible. Let's try that. I think that would just point to the shellcode in memory. Just point to it. That should be probably fine. Oh, failed to clean up binary. I think the initial shellcode stuff might be broken. Let's see. Let's try to do. Let's turn off indirect. Let's try this again. Maybe that. I saw that just now. I think that. Hey, InfoSec Jim. Hey, welcome to the chat, man. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for the follow, InfoSec Jim. I really appreciate it. Maybe I want to put on that debug flag on the team server and see what's going on. Or maybe I'll just start off with a plain profile and I'll try again. Failed to clean up binary. Does that just mean that it failed to delete it? Her. And did I create a 64-bit one? Yeah, I think it's only support for 64-bit, right? Let's generate executable as well. So let's just remove the indirect syscalls again. Okay, that's nice. That's fine. Then it shouldn't be that. Probably just a packer. Let's try this other binary. So HF, CP, 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 HF, HF, HF. Okay, I got it working. So seems it was the thread thing. So we're good. Interact, explore, process list, explore file browser. Okay, so jitter is very specific. Still thinks it looks great. His name is Based Good 69 on YouTube, Action on CTS. So that initial packing got around Defender just fine. So I'm thinking I want to try SOX 5. I think that is the biggest thing from the merge from dev. I don't know how long SOX 5 has been in dev, but again, having a decent SOX implementation is definitely one of the biggest things I would look at if I were to have this in my toolkit with tools, like in terms of usage. Execute for object files, and then you have some shellcode injection techniques if you want to pivot into other processes. .NET assembly is built in. So remind me, how is this built up again? Is it all in the daemon, or are we doing dynamic stuff? Or are we pushing modules down fully dynamically, or are some built in and then others pushed down? Yeah, looks like the process crashed for sure. Let's fire it. Let's try the new one and then see if we can inject out before it dies. I don't think it likes the process list. Doesn't like the process listing. I think Reno is the issue, Reno. or it's just failing at anything. Might be the packing. Not gonna blame you on this one. Seems like the process list in general is failing. Maybe because I generated this shellcode without the indirect syscalls, which probably isn't used much. Like, you're probably using indirect syscalls most of the time, so maybe it's running into some lack of option there. Seems to be related to whenever I run proc lists. Everything else seems fine. So if I run, or I don't know yet, but let's do screenshot. Why not? Like, screenshot is fine. So it's just related to the process listing. Yeah. Let's mark the other ones as dead. Or remove them. Even better. So let's do File Explorer, see how that looks. Looks good. Let's try SOX 5 then. So let's do SOX add. And then can I do help on that as well? I can! I mean, good module descriptions, C5 Spider. SOX add 444, because you had it as an example. Let's do sleep 0. YOLO. So we have SOX on 444 now, so I should be able to go into sudo nano etc proxy chains and then do SOX 5 4444 and then works. Nice. So let's, do I have Certify? I can install it. I don't think this has a vulnerable certificate template, but I want to make sure the DNS resolution works. That's sort of the major thing with proxy SOX 5 over 4. Let's do Certify. This must be an old version of Certify, or I just, no, yeah, this must be super old. This is not, or it's the completely wrong version of Certify that I remember. I'm just gonna pull Certify. This is what we wanted, you know. Okay, let's just install it then. Might want to do sudo for that, yeah. Yeah, now it's going to be a mess because I installed that package from apt remove and it just won't have it. I could do an how, wait, I don't get it. I installed one, why can't I remove it? I literally just installed it from apt. No, I didn't. You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm wrong. Because it wasn't named Certify, it was named something Certify Python something. Let me scroll up and refresh my own memory. Oh, what was it? It was like Python Certify something. Yes, there we go. So go up to Python research. There we go. Yeah. ScalePacker advertising. Was it AD or CertiPy? I think it was. Let's try it. Yeah, and that doesn't find it now, so. Let's try this now. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yep, sorry, I forget about that every time I spawn a new one. There we go, now it should be fine. Thank you very much. So let's do find, and then the help menu for that is going to be username, I think it's itadmin@legitcorp.net, and then the password I believe is this, and then I have to, so it's resolving legitcorp.net wrongly because there does exist a legitcorp.net probably. So I have to use target IP and then probably specify the domain controller. That's fine. So let's do DNS DC IP. I'm just gonna give the DC IP, which is going to be DC. It's this. Oh, come on, don't be a pain. 131, 191, 192. There we go. I guess we can make one of the certificates vulnerable, just for lols. I don't think it's vulnerable by default. This is wrong. This is, if I'm a domain admin, I don't really, technically it's an ESC1, but like if you're a domain admin and whatever. I am an IT admin though. Maybe that's why it shows it. Doesn't matter. Okay, so let's try the SMB pivoting thing. So for that, I'm going to use SOX 5 and we're going to laterally move onto a machine. I'm going to do it the really dumb way and just drop a DLL and run it. Or we could try the service DLL stuff, but then I have to figure out how NimSyscallPacker generates service stuff. And that sounds like a pain. I'm not going to do that. But let's just upload a drop a DLL. Why not? Just thinking we could just use SMB client. Or we, you know what? Let's make token, browse, and see if the file explorer can do it. Let's make a token and make sure the token context works. And then we'll, not sure what we'll use the SOX 5 to do, but we have demonstrated that it works, so we're good. So let's check out the token module. So token, so has a token vault, which is nice. Token, make, and then let's do help for that and see. Oh, it's documented so nicely. Well, I am running as IT admin, so I'm technically already admin, so I don't really need to do this. So I should have ran it as another user, but fuck it. Okay, so let's try to ls the DC then. Legit DC01. Okay. Help. ls dir. Dir. It is. Help dir. Dir. Let's see if it supports that. Legit DC01. Path not found. Probably because I need 4 of them then. There we go, works nicely. So we can access the domain control because we are a user that's elevated. So let's try to just upload the DLL using this. So we have, and then we'll use SOX to actually run the command. It's really dirty and you shouldn't do it, but we'll do it just for this. So let's check upload. So how does this handle local file paths? So I just reference it. That's just, what was the one that actually turned out to be working? J this whatever. Let's upload this. No autocomplete, that's fine. I'll take it. Great GUI, I'll take it. And then legit DC 01 my legit dll.dll uploaded file. Let's edit it, check it's there. It's there, right? My legit DLL. And then we'll use proxy chains and we'll use VMI exec to execute that. .py. What? VMI exec? I don't have any packet installed? I don't believe that. Wait, do I really have to? Okay, I'm just gonna, you guys probably know the answer to this, but I don't. Really? That's it, fuck it, I'm gonna pull the latest repo. Fuck that. Okay, in packet VMI exec, so then use the apt one. Let's just use examples. So we'll use legit corp / IT admin and then the password. And then we'll encapsulate that. And then we'll use legit DC01, see if that resolves. And it resolves DNS through proxies. It's amazing. And then we'll stop it, and then we'll do silent command. We'll do no output. And then, okay, so I'm already fucked up because I need to generate a new DLL for the SMB because I want to test the SMB stuff. So we'll give the delete command test. Or remove, help remove. Yes. Let's see if the remove command works with remote paths. Mwahaha. Edge cases, let's go. Ah, decently implemented. Let's do attack, payload, and then we'll do daemon, but we'll do pivot SMB, we'll do 64-bit, we'll do shellcode. Let's keep indirect sales calls, that's fine. We don't care. Generate. Oh, we aren't even in the graphical view. Where's the graphical view, Reno? Session view, graph. Oh. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure as long as the process you are doing this from has a token that can authenticate across the servers you're reaching over SMB, you should be able to just run that all on the remote file. But I'm just going to upload it and then use VMI exec to run it without spawning CMD or anything, just directly. So we'll see. So let's do daemon underscore SMB. We'll jam that into NimSyscallPacker. Then we'll go into NimSyscallPacker, and then we'll replace the. So this ended up working. Confused because let's just fuck it. Let's just see. Ba, 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 ba. See if this works. We'll upload that, cool. And then I don't know, maybe we have something we can run the remote command. I guess we could use PowerShell, but we do not want to do that. So we're just going to use the VMI exec like planned. And then the command is going to be at the end. If I'm not entirely mistaken, it is. So, and we're not going to get any outputs. We're going to do run DLL 32.exe, and then see my legit thing, my legit DLL, and then my big house. Let's see if that unrecognized parameter, that's fine. Is it -C for command? I know how to do this. Oh yeah, this is the weird instance where you have to. Yes, I know what's wrong. So we have to have the target after this, because this has to be the last thing put in. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna delete all that. Socket error timeout. Yeah, no shit. Because I fucked up. Run DLL 32.exe. See if that works. And should give us no output, no nothing. Should just spawn it. And then we should be able to connect to it. So going into this, I'm gonna guess it's connect probably. Nope. What is it? Is it pivot? It's pivot. Help, pivot. Pivot, connect, pivot, connect. Host and then the address. So the host is going to be legit DC01, and the address is going to be the SMB name pipe that is specified in the config, which I of course have forgotten. Thank you so much for follow. Red to pawn. Demon pipe, of course. See, hey, it worked. We're doing pivoting and stuff. Help. What's up? Thanks for joining in. Pivoting kind of worked, that's nice. The checking, so I'm guessing the check-in interval is going to be the same as this first beacon. Or is it just going to be one way on command? It's probably going to be one way on command. You're right. Just going to push data to that name pipe whenever I have something to show for it. So I guess we could do some file exploring, because that didn't create it, that didn't kill it last time. So it works. I can browse it. This is nice. Let's do the inline stuff. So are you referring to me missing like all the buffs and stuff? Or because I are those loaded by default, or do I need to reference some sort of aggressor script like you have to do in Cobalt Strike in order to make the buffs pull up? Who am I, for example? Okay, so that's due to the Python version. Okay. Well, I'm guessing we could probably hot patch that by just taking down the team server and then installing Python 3.10. Let's check the documentation, boys. Let's read the documentation. Modules. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, I would have to recompile. Okay, so that's for the external C2 implementation. Cool. So you do have the ability to wrap your own C2 channel around this agent by just the same as Cobalt Strike, I'm assuming, by establishing the agent in memory, establishing connection over pipe name, forwarding back the agent you would like to generate. So these are the allocate memory options. Is there a way I could confirm is needed? Okay. So let's take down the team server then, and let's see if I can install Python 3.10 and then recompile. So sudo apt install Python. Let's just do 3.10, and then I want all of it. I'm a madman, I want all of it, and we don't have it. Fuck off. And then I'm guessing, I think I saw something about this, where I have to install the Dead Snakes repo to get 3.10. Yep, of course. And then let's create a new Python environment as well. Or let's, yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Trust me, you found it. You just need to Oh, I need the what's the thing for that again? Not found. I don't recall what this repository is called. To install it, thank you. Software common, that's the thing. No, don't lag. Please don't lag. Me don't have time for lag. I'm pushing this poor computer of mine oh, I don't like this. It's having a bad time, guys. Okay, so it's because the GUI is written in Qt. Right. Yeah, okay, let's see. Cool. Oh, come on. I just want to copy it, bro. Don't make me. Okay, no. Ubuntu got me covered, guys. What am I doing? Oh, it's so hot in here right now. My computer is making this room like 30 degrees, at least. Yes, yes. Dead snake. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're fine. I believe Havoc can run buffs. I believe you. It's fine. I believe. Is it the Neo thing again? Yeah. Is Python kind of like Azure, just renaming stuff left, right, center just to be mean? I remember when Windows Defender was... Wait, first it was Windows Defender ATP, and then I think it was Windows Defender D for cloud, and then I think it was Windows Defender security something. And now it's just Defender identity something, and it's... I know we used to use a bunch of Ansible stuff internally to deploy stuff. Now we pretty much just moved over to Pulumi. And one of the main reasons is because we have some infrastructure that we would like to deploy into Azure, but the Ansible Python dependencies, and then you have the fucking Azure CLI and the SDK dependencies for Ansible, it was just a mess. It just didn't work, and they kept renaming stuff every other fucking month, and Ansible just kept breaking, and it was a fucking nightmare. So I think that's one of the main reasons we moved out of Ansible is to Pulumi, is because of just the dependency nightmare. We also, or at least I was really for Terraform for a while, but what is the software name that you're using? Currently, we are testing an open source C2 framework called Havoc, which you can find on GitHub. Please don't use it for malicious stuff, etc., etc. Security testing, be nice, all that stuff. Janner, I've heard from at least one source which said that managers at Microsoft get accolades or other incentives when teams or products are renamed. Wow. But Rust is the way. Hey, didn't you, C5, didn't you release like a documentation if you wanted to write your own agent? Has somebody written an agent in Rust yet? Or any other language for that matter? I think I saw a C# one, right? I swear I saw some documentation, yeah. Do you have links for it, or something I can look up? I also gotta ask, the sleep obfuscation stuff, echo and foliage, that's just for future-proofness, because I don't think that's needed right now for Havoc even against modern EDRs, right? I'm guessing, just guessing. Sorry, 2 questions at a time, I'm sorry. Revenant, written in C. Wow, me expecting Google to understand the context of me just typing Revenant. There we go, third party. What do you think about Rust, Spider, since you actually write stuff in native languages? Revenant is a third-party agent for Havoc written in C and based on Talon. This implant is meant to expand on Talon implementation by court method execution was given self-contained profit. Isn't the current agent written in C? Yeah, I think. Oh. 8 minutes ago. What? Tweaked polymorphic engine. Whenever I read polymorphic, I smell bullshit. I'm sorry. It's just polymorphic something. Okay, bullshit. That's what I'm thinking. I'm sorry. As soon as I read polymorphic, you lose a lot of credibility. You better back that shit up with a big wiki page because like. So they're not in. You can find most of the stuff. Polymorphic mutation, rotational, Spatial code. Not trying to make fun of anything. This is a contribution nonetheless. But when I read polymorphic, I'm not sure about that. Chain coffee nearby now has polymorphic skulls. More believable. Let's take a look at this. Okay, sorry. Let's take a look at this. This is not turning into a rant because I cannot rant on anything written in C ever because I don't write jack shit in C. But I just want to see what this polymorphic stuff is about. I'm gonna take a quick peek at it now. Okay, so that's just a make file and then HTTP stuff. I mean, this is definitely an up-to-date branch. I'll imagine he's using this to something. Print hex. Definitions. So structures for API calls. Structures for return values for API calls. Is the polymorphism macro. Pushes the flag version onto the stack, pushes the version onto the stack. So it definitely does self-modification in memory. Is what the comments are saying, at least. I'm not even gonna try to look smart. XORing a couple of registers. I haven't seen this got a lot of attention. Interesting nonetheless. Interesting nonetheless. Would like to see something in Rust. Rust would be dope. But I think I saw documentation for it if you wanted to implement your own agent. I just want to see if I can find it. Custom agent. Havoc support custom agents using custom agents. Havoc using Havoc service API. Custom third-party can be written in Rails teams and used in intermediate Python. An example third-party agent provided in Talon. Okay, so that's the example agents. That's what he was referencing. Okay, so that's just to show the default integration. So there's a Python package in order to communicate with the Service API, and that allows you to do all the register of agents and sending data and adding data to it, and then you have to handle it yourself through a Python interpreter, to making sort of your own Python listener. And this is kind of nice though, because it gives you, so like a lot of the stuff, especially with Cobalt Strike. Now, with that said, you know, the issue with Cobalt Strike these days isn't making the callback traffic custom. The issue with Cobalt Strike these days is getting it to run in memory, because everything is scanning everything for everything known to be related to Cobalt Strike in memory, which is literally why we had to invent sleep obfuscation to encrypt your own self in memory when you're sleeping, because you so many signatures. But with that said, the issue that was with one of the an external C2 implementation is that you still have the actual agent core in memory. You're just switching out the network layer between it. So you're switching out the communication back to the server by adding sort of your custom middleware, if you want. But with custom agents, you're allowed to both change out the network communication, but you're also allowed to just implement some feature set. So you could take the Havoc beautiful GUI and sort of structure and agents, and I would also guess modules, but then only implement pieces of it in order to get like a stage 0 C2 framework, which you use for initial access, and then maybe after that you deploy something more feature rich or something else after you get the initial feel for the land or the landscape you're attacking. So it's pretty neat. I would love to see that with Cobalt Strike. I mean, again, we keep getting back to the Cobalt Strike discussion, but Airstrike, we keep getting back to Cobalt Strike discussion, but like if Cobalt Strike were to release a full Python library, full Python SDK, where I could basically automate and implement whatever I wanted by being able to talk to the server directly to the Python API, through a Python API, that would be huge. That would open up the door so much more. What was that meme? Did you guys see the meme? I think I almost spit my coffee out. The meme with the Cobalt Strike. Let me find it. Give me a second. I'm gonna find this because it's funny. It's funny. Me almost spit coffee out when I saw. It was so good. Let's see. The anticipation is real. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Where are you? Where are you at? Where are you at? Me find you. Yes. Come on. If it's the motorbike dude, the MC guy throwing chairs. Oh, where you at? I will find you. And I will off together with my viewers. I just need to find you. How far back am I? February. Okay, it wasn't that late. I think I replied to it. Let's see. This. This is so good. You guys ready? Get coffee out of mouth now. Just saying. So good. What is your fucking problem? Cobalt Strike is fully customizable. You just need time and skills to modify it. We pay 6k per user per year, and they just add the direct, indirect syscalls in the lamest way possible. You just need the time and skills to make it better. They don't even fucking unhook them before using them. Use their community kit. This made me spit my coffee out. Because it's so true. It's so fucking true. And again, not to poke fun at Cobalt Strike, but this is just so fucking true. I'm gonna post a meme in the Discord. Fucking love this meme. That was almost an evil laugh. Let's see. I'm gonna post it in general. Fucking love that meme. Well, Havoc definitely works. And again, this is the fifth time I'm saying this, but if I were to start my own pen testing firm, or if I were to join a smaller firm where the budget were tighter, being able to use open source C2 toolkits and easily wrap them with sponsorware, and then suddenly have something that can do decent evasion, you know, beyond shitty skiddy threat actors out there, not like proper ones, but you know, all the Conta ones. It's pretty powerful, you know. And I definitely like this model, instead of being behind a paywall where you have to pay $6,000 a year to be able to access Cobblestrike, and then spend 3 months learning how to use their community kit and modify their reflective loader and whatnot in order to get it past anything, and then having to write your own packer on top of it. And it's not about necessarily, you know, ignoring the knowledge, but being able to get up to speed faster and ultimately bring value to your clients faster. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why would you not do that? So I think that's it for today's stream. We have like 40 viewers stable. That's really impressive. I deeply appreciate everybody showing up. It was a blast. Not sure what I'll be doing next Sunday, but stay tuned for that Team Filtration YouTube video dropping Wednesday. So I already released part 1. Go to my YouTube channel and check it out. How to attack Office 365 using Team Filtration. Big thumbs up on that. I would definitely appreciate it. And yeah, everybody have a great reminder of your Sunday. It's getting late for us Europeans, but in the US I think it's like 3 p.m. or something. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and then have a great working Monday when it comes. Again, go check out the YouTube channel. I'm really trying to grow that YouTube channel. I only need like 500 more viewers in terms, no, not viewers. I need 500 more hours of viewing time in order to apply for the make a couple of dollars a month thing, which I would really like to do. So yeah, enjoy guys. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your Sunday. Peace out.